Hi, it's Jen at Wakeland with remarkablycreated.com. In today's One Take Wonder video, we are going to make this sweet little favor together. In a previous video that I did on the Sheer Perfection Vellum, I mentioned how we are always making really cute favors for the bridal showers and for baby showers and things like that, but I thought that the guys needed equal time. And so I have this fun little favor that would be great for a couple shower, would be fun for the groomsmen and things like that. So we are going to make this together looking at all of the supplies that are needed. And what this is it's actually just a Hershey's candy bar because you can never go wrong with chocolate. So for the project, we worked with the Sheer Perfection Vellum. It is size 6 by 6. There's 24 sheets. And this is a product that is free with a $50 purchase during March through Stampin' Up. In addition, we used the word window punch. We used the 1 3/8 and 1 1/4 inch punch. We used the 2 by 1 3/8 large oval. We used the 2.5 inch circle. I also used a banner thinlet and one of my favorite things, the mustache framelit. I absolutely love this. It's a lot of fun to have on hand. Used a Coastal Cabana marker and a basic black marker. Of course, you need a candy bar, and the project that I'm working with is sized for a standard Hershey's milk chocolate bar. 6 by 6 piece of white, of course, your printed vellum. And then the other thing that I have is I have a strip of black cardstock that is 1/2 inch by 6 inches. And then another strip of black cardstock that is 5/8 of an inch by 2 3/4. And all of those dimensions and things like that will be on my blog at remarkablycreated.com. Also for the stamps, real quick before we get going, I used Bouquet Toss and Cheers to Love. Both of these are great versatile wedding sets to add to your stamp collection, so they would be great to have on hand. And purchasing these would help you with that $50 order that you need for the Sheer Perfection. So Bouquet Toss and Cheers to Love. And then lastly, 2 sweet little black buttons. So let's go ahead and let's get started. I don't usually score or measure too much. I like things to be as simple as possible, so I just simply folded the white cardstock around. You want to make sure that it's not too tight. The first one that I did, it's hard to get the chocolate pulled in and out, so you want to make sure that it's not pulled too tight. And let's just go ahead and then we'll add our adhesive just like that. So again, not too tight. You just have your little shell. The next thing that we need to do is to create his little tuxedo jacket, and you want to look for the side that is shaded darker, and you want the lightest side up because that's going to be the inside. We want the darker stripes on the outside. And you want to just bring this fold just into the middle, just like that. You could take the time to measure it if you want, but again, I'm not usually big on measuring. And about 3/4 of the way down, we're going to fold from the middle out, creating the first lapel. And then I simply just hold my finger where that point is and fold out from there. Again, real easy without a whole lot of measuring. And there you have his really sweet little tuxedo jacket. We're not going to add any adhesive to that. Instead, we will simply take his belt and we will do the same thing, just wrapping it around to the back side. And we'll add our adhesive to that. So now you've got this far. So we've got this going so far. So for right now, let's take our chocolate bar back out. And on this little tab of the candy bar, we want to go ahead and add a piece of Whisper White, and then on the back I just sandwich that tab with another basic black circle just to give it some strength for when you're pulling that in and out. The other thing that we have is we have the oval punch, and this becomes the hat, so just a little bit of adhesive right there. Of course, we've got his mustache, and I always just like to kind of give it a little look. Now, mine doesn't have any eyes because I'm not usually very good at making eyes with punches and things like that, so I left it blank, but you could, of course, always make it. I have the oval punch, and the reason why this is cut to 5/8 of an inch is so that you can take it and you can slip it into the opening and just snip off one end. Okay, let me get my other hand out here. Sorry about that. So we're just going to slip it in, give it a little snip, and we'll turn it around, and we'll put the other end in and give it a little snip. I wanted this to have rounded edges, and I wanted it to be longer than the word window punches, so that's why we did it that way. So we'll just add our adhesive, and now we have the brim on his little bowler hat. So we've got, oops, let's add a little bit more, and let's push that on better. So there we've got our little man, and now we can put him back inside, and he popped a belt. Too much wedding cake. So there we go. We can go ahead and simply add our 2 buttons right here on his shirt, making him look pretty dapper so far. So now the last thing that we need to do is just create our sentiment. I have the stamp that's the bride and groom from the bouquet toss, and I just want the word groom. So I'm going to take my marker and just laying it on its side using the brush tip. Stampin' Up's markers have 2 tips, a brush tip and a fine point marker. The fine point's great for detailed work, adding dots and dashes, journaling and writing and things like that. So we're just going to color that. And we'll grab a scrap piece of paper and we'll stamp it like that. We'll put that aside to be cleaned after the video. And then the next one that I have is the word Mr. with the cute little bow tie from the Cheers to Love. And this time we will take our basic black marker. Again, just working with it on its side. And by laying it on its side, you preserve the brush tip. You're not ruining it or anything. And then our Coastal Cabana for its little bow tie. Of course, you would want to maybe change this to whatever the wedding colors are. I just picked Coastal Cabana because I think it looks sharp with black. And I love the clear blocks that I can see through. So we're just going to stamp that. So I have Mr. Groom. And now we'll take our 1 1/4 inch punch. We'll punch that piece out. And now we just want to put the last layers together. Mr. Groom. Put it on our little tab here. And then right over his middle. So there you go, and we'll tuck it back down in. You've got your sweet little male-centered favor that would be really cute. And I'm sure that adding eyes would take it up a little notch, but for right now, mine's just going to have a cute mustache and a hat, and we're going to wonder what color his eyes are. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and God bless.